a mess. You think Matthew Shepard got sick of having to look so rough all the time?
He's like, God, I gotta look like shit again.
Filming Lost.
Hello? It's me. Whoa, wait, don't hang up, please. I don't know what you said. I just need to see you. Please.
Who's in the casket?
Yeah, out at the airport. You know where? Thank you.
I don't know what's about to happen, but I know that I'm stressed out. He's like behind the airport. The hell?
How could you even drive up to this, by the way?
You literally couldn't.
That's fine.
This is majorly illegal.
Yeah. The FAA would not be good with this.
No. Who's in the car? Who is in the car? Oh, was it the hot Italian lady? Now, what the hell? She looks weird. What's wrong with her face?
Sorry, I'm James. Still pulling people out of burning wreckage, huh?
Old habits.
Well,
You look terrible.
Thanks.
Why did you call me Jack?
is that her damn mom? Her mom was in the casket? Is that who it is?
I was hoping that you'd heard
It's her mom.
that maybe you'd go to the funeral.
Why would I go to the funeral?
She looks so weird.
She's got makeup on. Her hair's done. She's not on the island with wet hair or anything.
It's like Uncanny Valley looking. I don't like it.
Been flying a lot.
What?
Yeah, the golden pass that they gave us, I've been using it
Who?
every Friday night. I fly from LA to Tokyo or Singapore.
Gets tattoos.
And then I get off and I
Get
have
off.
a drink and then I fly home.
Why?
Because I wanted to crash, Kitty.
Damn! Wish granted,
I
bitch.
don't care about anybody else on board. Every little bump we hit or turbulence in me, I actually close my eyes and I pray that I can get back.
This is not gonna change.
No, I'm sick of lying. We made a mistake.
I have to go. He's gonna be wondering where I am.
We were not supposed to leave.
Yes, we were.
What?
Goodbye, Jack.
What the hell?
have to go back, Kate.
What?
We have to go back.
God bless him.
We have to go back.
The fic.
Welcome to the Lost Together podcast. I'm Joe on our special episode of watching us watch the end of season 3. We have to go back, which is by far the most quoted line in all of...
We have to go back?
Yeah, we have to go back! Everybody, like, when you finish the series and you talk to other people who have watched it, and after you kind of watch through the rest of it, like, we have to go back is infamous. Like, it's a line that everybody will quote. So did you see it coming that it was going to be?
No!
Yeah.
No! What the hell? Talk about a time jump.
Yeah. So...
So they're home. Now he's like a raging drug addict. And
Well-
I thought it was confusing because in his apartment, all that oceanic flight shit and the protractor and all that.
Yeah, so there was oceanic stuff in there. Obviously, there was all kinds of clues through, the second to last episode and this one.
Who's in the casket? Nobody came. Is it John? Nobody would come to his funeral.
Not going to answer any questions about who's in the casket because that's a big part of the next season. So, no more questions about that. Anyway, so interesting though. One of the we'll get into the recap, and I would normally save this for after the recap, and we are going to try to speed recap the 2 episodes because there are
so much shit happened.
a lot of shit happened, right?
Oh my
But
God.
something I do want to point out about the funeral parlor. So obviously, Morgan is mostly concerned about who's in the casket. Did you happen to notice the name of the funeral parlor?
It was some kind of weird name.
Yeah, so basically...
I'm sure it's an anagram.
It is. So anytime
It was like Dweller and
it's-
Floss or something
it's
weird.
Hoff's Drawler.
Almost got the second part.
Yeah, DRAWL. I don't know if it's ER or AR. I have to look it up.
I
but-
knew when I saw it, I was like, that's going to be an anagram for something.
Yeah,
What is it?
It's an anagram for flash forward. So instead of flashbacks, which has been the whole series, this is a flash forward. that he's
Man.
in. So
I'm processing what I just saw in real time right now. Usually we have like a couple of days
couple
for
of
me
days,
to like,
yeah.
This is raw and real right here.
Yeah, so I think this is yeah. So this is how she typically reacts to the end of an episode, and then we have some like time to process. And mostly she's pissed off usually because you know how it'll be a cliffhanger at the
Yeah,
end
and
of
I'm
pretty much
like,
every
please,
episode.
can we just watch the next one, please? And he's like,
No. So yeah, so what do you think about the finale of season 3? And we're doing the 2 together. So just what do you think about the storyline of the last episode?
man, there's just so much confusion. I am so confused. That's what I think about it. I'm confused as hell.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
So what are you confused about?
Why did Tom and them not actually kill Saeed and Jen and Bernard? Why? Tom wanted to kill him, and those other fools didn't?
Right.
Why?
Well, don't forget that Ben is like he's a little bit under fire right now. So like everybody's kind of questioning his leadership and stuff because of
But
John,
Tom's not, though.
because of John Locke.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
right,
they're,
exactly,
They're
okay.
like not 100%.
So those
on board.
2 NPCs were like, nah. And, so there's that. Poor Charlie.
So
He could have got out that window. Don't tell me about the pressure. Once all the water gets in there,
So he has
he
to
can
wait.
get out.
So he has to wait for the room to entirely fill up.
it filled up pretty fucking fast.
Okay, but that's going to be time he has to hold his breath.
He held his breath
Babe,
for
he-
2.5 minutes getting down there.
Baby, he had to wait to drag him down. He's going to have to swim straight up.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be as hard as... I think he could do it. Especially when you're in survival mode, your body can do incredible things when it thinks it's about to die.
Should we, like, rewind the episode, the second to last one, and show you how far he actually went
No, I know
down?
he went really very far, yes.
Yeah, it was like 100 feet.
He didn't even try.
He accepted his fate. That's what happened. He accepted his fate.
Danielle and Alex finally got
I would
to meet.
too. There's
Sweet.
there's no way I'd try to swim that. Like,
I would.
babe, you are just not conceptualizing it.
You can't. I can't imagine that there would be a scenario unless I knew for a fact that I had to die in order to save other people, you, the kids, whatever. But even then, I don't know that I could take it just lying down.
I actually think it's a pretty common thing when people are facing death and they get, like, right to the moment when it's going to happen.
Yeah, but drowning is a violent, awful death. Your body fights it whether you want to or not.
I think you're wrong here. I think you're just not thinking.
Clump in my hair.
You are just really not thinking about how deep it is, and he would be a full idiot to think he could swim up from there, like from.
But he could have tried. He didn't even try. And then Penny is like,
But why would you,
"Not my boat."
if you knew that you couldn't make it? Why would you spend the last seconds of your life struggling instead of just, like, you know,
hurting?
accepting it? You're going to hurt either way. Like, that's either way. That's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
So it's not Penny's boat.
Nope.
So maybe Ben's telling the truth about the whole she's not who she says he is and they're going to kill everybody. And
Man, if only he hadn't spent the entire time we've known him lying to
being an
everybody
absolute
all the
lying
time.
piece of shit. And don't be so cryptic. And it's the beginning of the end and you don't know what you're doing. Then tell me, bitch. Why are you're tied to a tree with your face busted up. Tell me what you're talking about.
Well, you know, Ben has power in information. So that's all he has power in. I mean, you saw, like, it came down to actually having to have a fight with Jack, and Jack dusted him, you know? Like, and Jack's not even...
He's a squirmy, wormy little man. He's not going to...
Yeah, and so he has to have something. Like, the information's all he's got.
Yeah.
So he's not going to just give stuff away, you know, and that's how he maintains any semblance of power in these situations. So
there's that.
Yeah.
In the... I can't remember if in the first episode we get to see, like, Jack is spiraling into addiction or whatever, but that's touched on throughout the series.
Well, yeah,
He's
that's...
starting to drink a lot and whatever. So, like, I don't know how to tell when is a time he was drinking before and when's a time he was drinking after. Obviously, the oxy and all that shit happened after. He tried to kill himself.
So I'm going to do a quick proposal for you because we have a lot to talk about between these two episodes.
Yeah, I'm not going to give a good recap
So
because there's so many questions.
I'm going to do a really quick recap of the two episodes.
so
So
many
for the first time ever on the Lost Together podcast, I will do the recap.
Ooh.
And then we will just get Morgan's reaction to stuff as I go through the recap. So rather than getting through the recap, because
I'm so discombobulated.
It'll
right now.
remind you of stuff that happened, and then we can get your reaction to it.
Do it.
All right. So basically, the episode starts
through the looking glass is what it's called.
Yeah, 90 days after the crash.
Yeah.
And so we're dealing with the actual battle that's going to happen between the crash survivors and the others. Right?
Yeah.
And so they have already at the beginning of the episode split up between Jack leading people up to the radio tower, Jen, Bernard, and Saeed staying behind, and they're going to detonate the dynamite.
They're going to blow up the tents.
Right.
It was actually a pretty good plan too.
And so the others get to the camp, and they're going to come and attack the camp.
And take the women, all the women.
But they get tipped off before they get to camp. The people on the island get tipped off by Carl, who are like...
Yeah, he shows up on a canoe, and he's like, they're coming right now.
Yeah, because his girlfriend told him to, and like every man who has any level of sense, you just do what your wife or girlfriend tells you to do.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's what he was thinking. Not like this is possibility of the apocalypse. He was thinking happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And he doesn't have a ton of options because he lives on an island. So like,
and he was brainwashed there for a little bit. So.
Yeah. All right, so they stay behind. They're going to ignite the dynamite by shooting at it because...
it's testy.
Yep, it's testy. And so the others arrive. Saeed and Bernard detonate their targets, but Jen misses because they give him a dinky little handgun instead of a rifle.
Yes,
right?
he's like shooting from forever away with a little...
Now, let me tell you, those handguns are excellent for close-up self-defense. Not so good for long-range target shooting. So, like... And he's like laying between some grass, and like it's just not ideal. I don't blame Jen for this. Is what I'm trying to say. Like he kind of got the short end of the stick. I don't know why. I don't know why a literal member of the military, Saeed, didn't have the worst gun. Why wouldn't he have the worst gun? He's got the best skills. He should have the worst gun. Jen's worked for a gangster for a little while, so he gets the worst gun for whatever reason.
And he doesn't shoot people. He beats them up.
Right.
So.
So we got that going on. We've got Charlie down in the Looking Glass. Okay. He's been captured by Greta and Bonnie, who are the two girls that are down there.
Desmond is currently unconscious.
Yep. And then...
in the boat.
Yep. And he, Ben finds out that he's down there, so he sends Mikhail down there. And Mikhail's like, I thought that this wasn't operational. And he was like...
Ben says, I lied.
I lied. Get down there.
Yeah,
right?
He says, help me clean up this mess I've made, which is the first time, I think, that Ben has admitted that he fucked up.
Yes. So he is headed down there. We've got the rest of the camp heading up toward the radio tower. So the plan is to
Naomi and all of them
kill the others on the beach, unblock the Looking Glass, and get everybody to the radio tower so they can make a really... And it has to happen all at once. So got to give Jack some credit for really good project management for putting all of this stuff in the correct order and doing it all at the same time. So way to go, Jack. So they're kind of walking everybody up there. And I'm trying to think of which thing to go over first here.
Well, if we're going chronologically, then we're going to start at the beach because that was that night. And then we don't meet back up with Jack and them until the next morning because they see the fires and they notice that there's only two and they start freaking out.
Yeah, so Jen misses. They get captured. They see the two fires. They know that it wasn't successful. Mm-hmm. Jack convinces them to press on because they don't technically know that it didn't work. Mm-hmm. So they're just...
That's Schrodinger's cat. You don't know till you know, baby.
So they are just pressing on, and they're pressing on until essentially they run into Ben, who Ben and Alex are waiting for them. And Ben's like, I need 5 minutes of your time. And Jack is like, okay, 5 minutes. Why he gave him 5 minutes, I just like that. I mean,
I guess you would just to say like, hey, I'm about to fuck your whole shit up. If for no other reason than that, like, hey, I'm about to get up to this tower and call help, and you're going to jail or whatever.
So that's when Ben plays the only card that he's got, which is to call down to Tom at the beach.
Well, first he tries to convince Jack.
No, I know. I'm not giving it. I'm like...
You're just... Okay, we're speeding through.
Yeah, I'm literally racing through it, yeah. So he tries a couple of things to try to convince Jack, but ultimately Ben has to play the only card that he can because Jack is not about to trust Ben about anything, right?
Smart.
And good thing he didn't, right? Because Ben bluffs, right? Says, shoot him. And who knows? Actually, I'm not 100% certain that... Thinking about it, do you think Ben actually wanted them shot?
Yes.
But it doesn't. But that's what I was saying. In the actual context of what he was trying to do, it doesn't make sense. Because like, if you execute your 3 bargaining chips all at the same time, you have nothing else to bargain with. That's it.
I guess he's just trying to scare Jack into compliance.
Yeah, but
if
that's what I mean. Scare him into compliance. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he did intend to kill all of them because that seems so unlike Ben to have 3 bargaining chips and push them all out on the table instead of doing one at a time.
Ben is at desperation level 1,000 right now.
If you wait till you watch to the end of the series, and you'll agree with me, like he's far too calculating to do that. I'm telling you, like that is insane.
Okay, so he doesn't die. That's good to know.
That's all that you've got. A whole lot of people would die in the 6th season, so it's just in different parts of the last season. So
Somebody's in that casket.
A whole bunch of people. All right. So anyway, he says, shoot him. They hear 3 gunshots.
Pop, pop.
Right. Jack loses it, beats the bejesus out of Ben. Right.
It was so good.
Drags him back, and Kate's like, oh my, right? And then Jack's like, time up, he's coming with us. Jack wanders off to be on his own, and Kate follows him and is like, what gives? And Jack's like, he killed
him.
Bernard, Saeed, and Jen, but we can't tell Son and we can't tell Rose because I promised Saeed that we'd make it to the radio tower. And so she's like, why didn't you just kill him? And he says, I want him to know that he failed, and then I'll kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
And I said, yeah, baby.
Yeah. That is not what she said. What she said was, get with him right now. Right?
Do
it. So, Jack doing man stuff there.
Yeah.
Anyway, they keep trekking on up, and we're going to throw back for a minute to our boys on the beach who are in a desperate situation. Sawyer and Juliet have wandered up on them to try to save them because it turns out that Saeed and Bernard and Jen had not been executed.
They shot into the sand.
Tom was like, we should have executed them. We didn't execute them. And the other guy was like, well, meh. And so Sawyer and Juliet are kind of on the outside looking in.
Plotting. And
Sawyer's like, we need to get in there. And Juliet's like, okay, we don't have any guns. And he's like, well, there's only 4 of them and only 4 guns. She's like, we got no guns. There's only 2 of us.
Ow.
Shambhala.
The road to Shambhala.
Yeah. So here comes
Hurley.
Here comes Hurley, who previously was dismissed from his he had made a request to come with Juliet and Sawyer, who were trying to double back to the beach. And
then he tried to go with Charlie, and they said no. And then he tried to go with Jack, and Jack said no.
And they dissed him.
Yeah.
And so
he said, "Fuck you."
So he showed up in that van, and he ran somebody over.
Flat out.
Now this is what gets me about that scene, right? Because that happens, you're like, woo, go Hurley, right? Like everybody's super excited. And then, the other guy, now I want to point this out. There's dudes down there with guns, right? Is there 3 of them? I think there's 3.
Tom and 2 guys.
Yeah, Tom and 2 guys. So one of the other guys is over, like, guarding our boys. Jen, Saeed, and Bernard. JSB for short. And they are... he's guarding them, and Sawyer runs up behind the van that has just run over guy number 1. Sawyer runs up behind the van, shuts it when Hurley tries to get out. It's like, stay in the van, Hugo. And so the guy who's guarding them is trying to see what's going on as Sawyer picks up a gun and is about to creep around. And then Saeed trips him, locks his ankles around his neck, and snaps his neck with his ankles. So I want to return to our debate from earlier in our series. You think anybody has taken Saeed and just hand to hand, we're all both in good health combat? Absolutely not.
No.
Saeed will get you, right?
Yeah.
And he got him with
It's like
his
that lady
ankles.
that can crush the watermelon with her thighs. That's crazy. That is incredible leg strength.
Yeah, I think the axe have different purposes, but...
yeah, but I mean, how... You have to be so strong to snap a neck with your ankles? Are you kidding me?
Yes. So he snapped his neck with his ankles, and then you got Tom left. Tom rolls over and says... I give up, right? And Sawyer shoots him, right?
Right in the chest.
Bop. And then he said, that's for taking the kid off the raft. So throwback all the way to the end of season 1.
He never let go of that.
Never let it go. I think it probably didn't help all the teasing that happened while Sawyer was in captivity with the others.
Tom was not nice.
Yeah. And so, anyway, Hugo's like, man, he had surrendered. And Sawyer said, I didn't believe him. And that was the end of it. So I'm curious, why did we see Hurley run somebody over with a van and go woo, right? But Sawyer shoots somebody, and for a second, everybody's like...
Well, Sawyer's a killer now.
Right, Sawyer's a stone...
Well, because Hurley could have hit that guy and he didn't die. People get hit by cars and don't die all the time.
Yeah, but he was trying to kill him.
He was trying to stop him.
He ran straight into that guy with a van.
Sawyer shot Tom in the chest.
Your Honor, the... defendant here plowed straight into somebody with a van and is claiming that sometimes people survive that, so it doesn't count as vehicular manslaughter.
It's reckless endangerment for sure.
It's vehicular manslaughter.
If they die, yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Well, yeah, then it's vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Like-
if he hadn't died, it would have been reckless endangerment.
Also, like that when Hurley radioed back, he was like talking trash a little bit. He was like, "Hey, others, we got your
Yeah.
You stay away from our beach. We got your boys or whatever." And Jack's like, "What? You know?
Hurley?
So anyway, let's go back for a second to the Looking Glass, where Charlie, when last we left him, had been, he'd anchored down in there, and then he had been tied up and
Beat to shit.
by the two girls that were down there,
Bonnie and
Greta. And so Mikhail shows up. Ben gives him the order to just go ahead and kill everybody. But to make sure that it's still blocking the signal out or whatever. And so he shoots Greta and kills her instantly.
Yeah,
right?
and there's this whole, like, the blonde one is like, I'm following orders because I trust Ben and I trust Jacob. And if I start asking questions, everything falls apart. And then Mikhail goes, I'm just following orders too. Bah! And he pops the brown-headed one.
Yeah, and then shoots Bonnie, and then he doesn't quite kill her. Like, she's not, it's a lethal shot, but it's not instant, so.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot her again, and all of a sudden you hear some like, "Hey," right? And
Hey, brother.
he whirls around. Desmond shoots him with a harpoon, right? And hits him in the chest, and he falls down. And Desmond's about to kill Bonnie, and Charlie's like, "Don't, we need her. She knows the code," right? So they drag her over. They start talking to her. She's about to die. Charlie makes an excellent point to manipulate the code out of her. And he's like, "Look, obviously Ben lied to you. Obviously he set you up, and he had Mikhail there, like, try to kill you.
Yeah.
And
you're gonna die.
We are going to die, me and you, right? So you have a chance to make Ben very, very angry, right? And that is an excellent way to get that code. Because, like, if you're not making it, and you know somebody tried to stab you in the back, you can let your last act. You better believe if it was me, like, I'm giving that code straight away.
Yeah,
I'm like, yes, I would, immediately. I'm like, yep, here it is, right? And also, could you radio straight up to him and tell him to go fuck himself by any chance? Could you let him know that? So, anyway, she's trying to get the numbers out, can't quite get them out, and manages to, like, explain that it's actually good vibrations by the Beach Boys in like musical form, their notes. It was coded by a musician. And so Charlie's like, "Oh, well, as luck would have it, I'm a musician, right?
I'm sort of a musician myself.
I'm a bit of a musician myself." So he skips into the room, and he figures out the code. As soon as the block goes down, a transmission starts coming in. So the blinking yellow light starts from Desmond's vision.
Stops.
So he presses the button. Transmission incoming. It's Penny. And so think of the luck of that being the exact moment that she's calling in. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he's yelling at Desmond. She's like, "Desmond, is Desmond there?" She's like, "Yeah, he's brilliant. He's here." And we're here with the person from your boat, Naomi. And she's like, "Who's Naomi? My boat?" She's super confused, and it suddenly dawns on Charlie, like, "Oh, this is not Penny's boat." And then outside the window,
the
Mikhail,
freaking man who will not die.
Yeah.
How many times have they tried to kill this dude?
Well, he's dead now. Good. So he has a grenade, and he blows it up. And so I guess, like, I don't know if he knows or doesn't know that the signal's been unblocked at this point.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, I mean,
he's just, his last act of defiance.
Yeah, so he blows it up. Room starts to flood. Desmond's trying to get in, so Charlie locks him out, resigning himself to death, and then writes "Not Penny's boat" on his hand and presses it against the window.
And they have, like, a little...
Yeah. Fading into
and then Charlie
oblivion.
Gives it one of those and...
Yep. So Charlie's gone. So now we join our folks back up, headed to the radio tower.
And at the moment of Charlie's death, Aaron cries.
Yeah, it's been unblocked. And so Naomi has started to try to get the signal, starts lighting up. She's like, "Oh, it's unblocked." And she's getting it all keyed up, and she hears the French signal that's been playing forever. And then after the phone is nice and queued up and ready to go, so after it's operational, suddenly in view of the radio tower, they go in, they get the signal turned off.
So turns off her message.
She
and
says,
she's like,
"Guess I don't need this anymore."
Yeah.
Naomi's got the phone, getting it queued up for Jack, and she gets shot in the back.
No, it wasn't. It was a knife.
Or it was 'cause
because
knife
he's
in
a
the back.
knife thrower. It's John Locke. He's back, everybody.
So John Locke, stabs her in the
Waltzes-
back.
Still,
In that case,
I mean, mortally wounded.
Mm-hmm.
But
And,
has shambled his way from God knows where up the mountain.
and I mean, if this scene is not proof in every single way that these people are broken and kind of a slave to their habits, like they do the same things over and over to themselves, over and over. All right, Jack cannot help himself but to see a situation that needs fixing and to try to fix it. He cannot help himself, right? John Locke has a gun. He believes that everybody shouldn't leave. Jack's got the phone in his hand. He's already killed
And there's
Naomi.
there's a guy
right?
going, hello, hello, hello. Like there's a guy on the other end talking.
Then John says, "I'll kill you if I have to."
Yeah, don't make me shoot you,
Yeah,
Jack.
Jack says, "Do it," right?
Yeah, he's like,
And just like every other time this has happened to John Locke,
he
doesn't
do
do
it.
it. Didn't do it to Anthony Cooper.
didn't do it to his dad.
Didn't do it to his dad. Well, twice. Like, he didn't do it to his dad in the flashback. He didn't do it to his dad, on the island.
And of course, Ben the whole time was like, "This is the beginning of the end. Don't do it. Don't do it." So Rousseau knocks him out.
It was Kate, actually, that elbowed him.
No, it was Rousseau.
It was Kate.
It was Rousseau.
It was Kate. How much do you want to bet? Because I'll
I bet you $1 million.
Okay.
Rewind it right now. It was Rousseau.
I'll turn this episode on.
She's standing right beside him, and she knocks him out.
So what do I get if it's Kate?
Nothing.
You're gonna just. I'll be happy to admit
You
that.
are interrupting your breakdown.
It's fine. I will be happy to admit that you are right if it's Rousseau that knocks him out. If you'll tell everybody that I'm right if it's Kate, right?
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to. So anyway, he's knocked out, and
Here, you
John's,
do the recap, and I'll get back to my moment of being right.
Yeah, John's got the gun, but he backs down, walks around the corner, and Jack is like, "Hey, we're the survivors of Oceanic 815. Can you help a brother out?" And
He says, "Can you get
Yes.
our location?" He goes, "Hell yeah, we can."
Yes, I was trying to just breeze past it, but anyway, so they are they're now getting a fix on their location, and then that brings us to the flashback, which is actually a flash forward. With all kinds of jacked up.
Yes, I know. I'm getting there.
So it's a flash forward because Jack is stumbling around, addicted to oxycodone. He tries to
Badly addicted.
Yeah.
Like
He tries to jump off a bridge, and then
causes a horrible car crash.
causes a horrible car crash that he saves the lady from, and then she wakes up and is lucid and tells the doctors that he was trying to. So they keep making allusions to him being a hero, and you think that they're talking about the car accident that he saved this lady from, but no, in fact,
Oh yeah.
they're talking about him being one of the survivors of Oceanic 815. So they're like, "I'll just give him the medicine or whatever," which would, I mean, whatever.
No, you wouldn't.
But you'd want to.
You'd want to, but you wouldn't.
So anyway, he after all this, he's obviously like he's got a newspaper clipping, which is an obituary, right, telling you about the funeral. He shows up to Hofstrahler Funeral Parlor, and that's weird that it rhymes. And
Nobody's there.
nobody showed up. It was just a viewing. They said nobody showed up, and
I'm almost there.
yeah. Well, Kate's far away from him.
Yeah,
so you're,
that's because it's Rousseau that knocks him out.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Um,
Love it. Love it. Love to see it.
broken clock is right twice a day. This whole time he is on a phone call. And I remember when I first watched it, I thought because his ex-wife is in the first half of this episode, shows
she's
up
heavily
as
pregnant.
Yeah, as his like emergency contact. So you think it's her that he's trying to get a hold of for the whole episode, and it's a woman's voice on the phone. You know, you're like, it's her. Finally, the woman answers the phone, and he's like, "Oh, you know, please meet me at the airport, out by the airport. You know where." And it's Kate, which is the part that you saw us watching.
And then he's saying, "Oh, I used the gold passes that they gave us." That's like when you go to a restaurant and
Get
you find
food
hair
poisoning?
in there. Yeah, you find hair in your food, and so they give you a coupon for a free meal. I'm never going there again. Why would I go there again?
So
you want me to get on your airline who left me on an island for 3 months and fly some more? Yeah. I don't think so.
So that's where we get the recognition that we shouldn't have left. We have to go back.
Oh God!
All right, so they've spent.
Ben was right.
So they spent 3 seasons. Ben and Locke were right. They spent 3 seasons trying to get off this island. They get off the island, and they now have to go back.
What's that about? Grass is always greener. Hindsight's 20/20. Mm-hmm. All these things.
Yeah. So that is Through the Looking Glass. Wild, huh?
Yeah. What the hell? What is going to even happen the rest of this show?
Oh, so much. So season 4 of Lost, I believe. I'm going to look. But I think season 4 was during the writer's strike.
Uh-oh. That means it's going to be bad.
No, it doesn't.
Short.
Short. Yeah, I was going to say, not at all. It's not bad at all. It's a good season. I would say that it's probably the weakest season, but only by virtue of being so short. Like, it's really not that bad. So 1, 2, let's see. Season 4 has 14 episodes. The last 2 episodes together are just like this one, it's 2 episodes, but it's 1 finale.
Okay.
Basically. All right, so a lot to digest.
Yeah, man, what the hell?
So what's your biggest, like, if you were gonna summarize this episode in terms of, like, what's the biggest thing that happens in this episode to you? Like, what's the big thing?
They get off the island and they realize Jack realizes it was a mistake, but that doesn't really mean anything. That could just mean that, like, Jack has unfinished business on the island, and so, or he's made some mistake that he wishes he could fix. Because Kate is perfectly fine not being on that island. So I reckon when she got back, they pardoned her, because she doesn't seem... She's like, he's wondering where I'll be. Hopefully she's talking about Sawyer. I hope she's talking about... Is she talking about... She better be talking about Sawyer. Her and Sawyer better have a happy little life and a baby. Or he got his baby back, or whatever.
So, something to think about before we get into season 4. Remember that everybody going back, it wouldn't be the exact same thing for everybody. Because where was Kate headed when she was on the plane?
Prison. That's what I'm talking about. She must have gotten pardoned. They were like, oh, damn, I guess, like, time served.
Well, there's a lot. Wanted to do art within the art real quick.
Well, I was looking at the lyrics to Good Vibrations. I've been singing it in my head.
Yeah.
There's no like lyric in Good Vibration that I think would be, poignant or mean anything for this episode.
Well, so plugged it into my good buddy ChatGPT because I really just wanted to know, like, when it was written and a couple of fun things about it, because there's not.
It's the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Haha. Our boys are on the beach.
Yeah, I mean, they're...
at gunpoint or whatever.
Yeah. So, truth, man, you stole it. So,
sorry.
that's okay. I think it's funny, right, that it's 3 of our boys, right, that are on the beach, literally,
and
at the beginning. Yeah.
Not experiencing good vibrations.
No, not good vibrations whatsoever. So, it's like so ChatGPT describes it as a sunny surf pop classic. But its themes go deeper than its catchy melody and layered harmonies might suggest. Here's a breakdown of its core themes. Emotional and sensory input. Narrators responding to vibes, an emotional or spiritual sense of connection, not rational observation. This highlights a gut-level attraction and intuitive trust in a feeling. Emphasis on emotional perception over logic. So I think that works, especially for our boy John Locke, who, Ben knows. So just as a very minor spoiler, like Ben knows why they shouldn't get off the island. Like
I would hope so.
Ben knows why they shouldn't unblock the. All right, he knows, but John Locke doesn't. Right, so John Locke is just doing this on faith. He's like, we're supposed to be here. Right?
The island has not let him die from his very serious wound yet. And now, is he just hoping that he Wolverines and gets better or whatever? Because you think, Jack would fix him. Who am I kidding?
I think short of actually getting killed in an event, the island pretty much heals everybody. Except for Ben.
And Boone.
Boone was killed in an event. Like, he was mortally wounded and just didn't have time to recover. So
being shot isn't an event? Lots of people have been shot.
Yeah, but he wasn't fatally shot. You can get shot and survive it. 50 Cent was shot like 20 times or something. He was shot a lot.
Yeah, but, Locke was shot in the stomach.
Yeah, but you don't know where it hit. Because, I think
anywhere in here would be pretty serious.
And
like I said, he's shambling his ass up the mountain.
In that duel in Hamilton, that first duel with John Lawrence and General Lee, is that?
Yeah, General Lee gets shot.
Yeah, he gets shot in the duel, and he shot him in the side, right? Yeah. And it didn't kill him. He didn't die from that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you can get shot and not die. That's the point. 9 times 50 Cent was shot. 9 times. In one incident.
Damn.
And he survived it.
Lit him up.
Yeah. He used to be a whole dollar. Now he's only 50 Cent. So, yeah, I think it's funny that all this violent stuff happened in this episode, and the only art really in the episode is Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
So.
Good on, well, let's see. Hold on, let me think. Yeah, so Penny is like, what boat? That's not my boat. So who are the people out there? Who really is Naomi? And her fancy little phone. And it's so funny that Charlie, the keypad was a melody or whatever. I used to think I was almost a magician for being able to play Mary Had a Little Lamb on my T9 phone that I had when I was a kid.
Speaking of a tone, not that this has nothing to do with what we're talking about at all, but speaking of just...
Oh my God.
Yeah. Speaking of just hearing tones or whatever. So I think we mentioned on the last episode.
I think so.
So I bought a new car. And
yeah, because you put a picture of it.
Yeah. So bought that new car. And when you start it, when you start any kind of new car, there's some kind of usually a tone that just will play once or twice. The tone in the Civic plays a couple of times, and it is
4. It's 4 beeps.
Precisely the note at the beginning of The Rose, the song The Rose. Some say love, that one. Boom.
Who pegged it the first time?
You did.
I got in and I was like... Is this car gonna sing The Rose?
It's is that The Rose? Bette Midler? Is that you? So
funny.
Yeah, so Charlie's gone, R.I.P., truly dead. And somebody who is not Penny is on a boat 80 miles offshore. Jack has them coming in to get them.
And Ben said... Every living person on this island is going to get murdered if you make that call.
Is going to die.
Yeah, whatever. But obviously not every motherfucking living person because Jack and Kate are standing outside the airport illegally off the runway.
All right. So, what'd you think of season 3 as a whole?
A lot of exciting stuff went on.
What was the best season of the 3 so far?
Season 3.
See, I thought so too.
Yeah, it's been the most stuff going on.
I think it's unfortunate because I think season 2 is really good. I like season 1 just because of, I remember the first time I was watching it and I was like, holy balls, this is crazy. Like how every single episode was a cliffhanger that I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Well,
on this,
I was,
you know?
I mean, I guess I wasn't like confused as hell the whole time this this season, but I was like a lot. Like the cliffhangers were not like, what? They were like, what? Like,
yeah. I like the all the little subtle things that the writers tried to do to convince you that this was not a flash forward, like to throw you off. My favorite one is Jack drunk in the hospital or on pills yelling, go get my father.
oh my God, what a sick ass burn. I was gonna bring that up. Such a sick burn.
Yeah, go get my father, and if I'm a better...
No, he says, go right now, go get my dad and bring him down here, and if he's more drunk than or if I'm more drunk than he is, you can fire me right now. It's like, damn!
Yeah, but the interesting thing there, obviously, is that
His dad's...
Christian Shepherd is dead.
Yeah, I was going to say, his dad's dead.
Everybody knows it. So...
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess...
Yeah, so he's literally just railing that in a hospital. Like, that's how high he is at the moment. And he is really on struggle bus. He just got done pulling something like 20 oxycodones out of that.
I literally did not know that you could get oxys in like a little... Like, you can get them at the gas station, like Advil in a little pack.
Well, what happens is...
it's like testers. Or
drug
whatever.
reps bring testers, right, to doctors'
Of Class
offices.
C drugs?
Yes. Yeah. Because
Interesting.
sometimes it's like a way. I won't say his name, right? But my cousin actually is a pharmaceutical rep, and so yeah, you met him only one time.
Oh.
Yeah. So I like him. He's awesome. So
Yeah.
cousin that I'm talking about, if you see this, that wasn't trying to be cryptic. I'm just not trying to give your name out on, like, just in case you don't
Well,
want it out.
I mean, he's not doing anything bad.
No, he's not doing anything bad, but I'm just saying that, like, one of the tactics that those pharmaceutical reps use here in America, where medicine is mega expensive, right?
And it's
is
like it's a business.
Yeah, it's a
They're
business.
like, try my drugs.
So they'll give you, like,
Testers.
yeah, testers of medicine so that the doctors can have them on hand just in case, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So it's terrible. Anyway, any other things to point out about this episode before we get into some discussion about messages in a bottle?
I'm glad that John's not dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad that Charlie's dead.
Yeah.
I wish Naomi wasn't dead. I think she had more to give. You know? Mm-hmm. I'm glad that Alex and Rousseau know each other exist and they're together and they're experiencing life together now. So sweet.
I thought it was funny when the first words that she said to Alex were,
Yeah, she's like,
do you want to help me tie him up?
Softly caressing her face, touching her shoulders, like, oh my God, I can't believe you're real. And then she's like, will you help me tie him up? Romantic. Love it.
Yeah, Mom, sure.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
all right, yeah, I've just met you and I've got chores to do or whatever. It's like just now already got chores to do.
Yeah, I mean, it was good stuff.
Yeah.
Poor Desmond. God. He's been cursed with this, like, foresight of horrible things, and he has to keep watching them happen.
So how's Desmond getting back?
Well, there's scuba gear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was bringing it to Charlie when the message was coming through or whatever, and then fucking the invincible Mikhail or whatever shows up with a grenade in the little porthole. He was getting it all together. And Charlie said, like, so much for fate. And then,
Yeah.
what's Master Oogway say? You meet your destiny on the road you take to avoid it.
If there's scuba gear,
Yeah.
did Charlie know there was scuba gear?
Yes, Charlie told Desmond, there's scuba gear over there. Why don't you go get that set up and I'm going to go turn off the thing.
So why didn't Charlie run out and shut the door?
I don't know, because I guess he was trying to make sure the thing turned off.
Whoa. There has to be some reason why. Why wouldn't he just run out and shut the door? Be outside with Desmond, shut the door, and be like, "Hey, dude, get the scuba gear."
Well, you can't water lock a door from the outside. I guess that door couldn't be locked from the outside like that.
Oh, you don't think it would like the water pressing against the door? Because did he have to pull it, or did he push it shut?
He pulled it shut.
Okay,
and
yeah.
locked.
That's
the
why
thing.
then. That's why.
I think they could have gotten that scuba gear
Yeah.
on though.
So,
At
you
least
really,
a respirator.
yeah. How
you
much?
don't need a wetsuit and a fin, dude. Just
Yeah, swim. How much do you need besides a
that's what I'm telling you. Charlie did not try hard enough to not die. He really didn't.
Our executive producer Greg is really gonna have to help us out here because I am not understanding why, if there's scuba gear, they could.
I guess he just needed to make sure that the machine was turned off. You know.
Yeah, but he knew it was turned off because he was talking to somebody.
Yeah. I don't know.
Charlie.
I told you, and you're like, we just accepted his fate. He
Yes,
did
no.
not even
You
try.
didn't tell me about the scuba gear. You were trying to insist that he could hold his breath because you said that at the beginning of this. You weren't thinking about the scuba gear. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, he locked himself in the room.
Yeah, you thought about it just now. The scuba gear.
Yeah, I mean, he locked himself in the room. He wasn't going to have
Yeah,
access
he
to the scuba
distinctly
gear.
could. I agree with the scuba gear, but he could not have swam without scuba gear to the surface. He wouldn't have made it. Definitely not.
Desmond sure could have been like, I'm going to put on the respirator. He could have pointed, jumped in. Charlie could have swam out. They could have shared it. There were options. They could have shared that respirator up to the surface. Or take the hose off and ride it like a jetpack to the surface. That's not a joke.
I would probably not do that. I would probably breathe and try to
I
swim.
would swim, yeah.
Yeah. Because that air will last a lot longer just breathing it than, trying to propel yourself.
And let's hope
with
that
it.
Desmond knows how to work fucking scuba gear. It's
Yeah.
not, it's not easy.
It's not an iPhone. You're not just going to crack
Yeah,
it
you
open
gotta-
and use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else lingering here. Not really. I mean,
It was a great episode. I need to know what the hell.
All right, so messages in a bottle. We had a handful from last time because there were a couple of funny screen grabs from last time. So I want to try to start in the order because they're not in the order that they were commented. But Josh says, Joe, you're allowed one watch to miss the Nadia cameo. That's it. Also, 10 guys from a Waffle House. How about 10 guys from a weed store? Oh, and no one was offended by anything you said, Morgan. However, Joe not liking expose will forever be an albatross across his back. Tisk tisk.
I thought an albatross was a bird.
I said, I stand by my Waffle House assessment. We don't have weed stores in Tennessee. Most of our weed users are too sleepy and hungry to fight.
There are CBD stores, but you cannot buy THC in Tennessee legally. Everybody knows a guy, but
Josh said, ha, yes, that's my point. And I responded, I do think our stoners could still take the Brits. And I do. So, just saying.
I don't know.
Matt, just here to say, Charlie is a creep. Yes, they wrote him a redemption arc, but I can't forgive him for all the bad things he did. I just can't. Thanks for running. Thanks for the running from chimpanzee advice. Duly noted.
I didn't know that they couldn't swim. I saw a video not long ago of a chimp going into chest deep water to get bananas from a person on a boat.
That's not swimming though.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like going out into the water to get the bananas.
Yeah, that's not swimming though.
Yeah, but they will go in water.
There's plenty of humans that can't swim that can walk up to their chest in water.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, they'll go in water, but at some point it's gonna get so deep they have to swim and they'll sink. Definitely. So then I gave him a picture of the Civic. He also said, hope your new car isn't a Tesla with 2 S's. So super clever. So just keeping with the reality. Matt also says, and has a great picture of you, which he has screen grabbed. Oh no, I'm wearing the same shirt from last time. Sorry guys. It's my Friday night shirt. It's my relaxing around the house shirt. I do wash it, I promise. Matt says, when you tell your wife she's the best thing that's happened to you and she has a seizure at that exact moment.
Whatever.
Listen.
Y'all get the worst, most horrible pictures of me.
You are.
I am not even looking forward to what the hell you're going to get from me watching the episode, because I know I was making ugly faces, because I wasn't worried about any of this, you know?
I think I actually saw one. Why?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah, it's
was
going to be
looking
bad.
at
It's going to be awful.
Yeah. I said, this woman has precisely this reaction in public when I say these things, but I need everyone to know that she tells me privately right after how much it meant to her. Oh, well, she's quite sentimental.
Yeah.
Daniel just says, LOL, we love you, Morgan.
I love you too.
Yeah. And then, okay, so our notes from our executive producer, Greg.
Let's go, Greg.
Thank you so much for contributing.
What you got?
Yes, there's a writing conflict re Charlie's swimming abilities. The showrunners later clarified, aka retrofitted, that Charlie's initial claim was a lie, saying he was either genuinely scared or trying to avoid responsibility. He tells Jack that he can't swim, knowing it's a lie, to ensure Jack doesn't try to stop him. But then in this episode, Charlie is willing to die based on Desmond's visions, believing it's the only way to save Claire and Aaron. In other words, the plot needed it to ensure a spectacular season finale moment. The dynamite theater thing always bothered me too. This is not Jack. It's someone in the writer's room wanting a dramatic TV moment, which is why it always takes me a little out of the story. That said, the Black Rock is absolutely loaded with dynamite. My issue wasn't that it was a stupid waste, which it also was. It was that it was a dangerous thing to do given how unstable it is. Just ask Arst. Sorry, Morgan.
The pieces of him.
Sorry, Morgan, but yes, the D&D people are really stupid. Bring them to me.
It's so funny.
They're so dumb. They're just to be peddling that purgatory thing over, and it isn't. Like, I'm trying to give you something fun because it is really not purgatory. I promise you.
I believe you. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing.
You're hearing nonsense from stupid people. So, yeah, I agree. The Dynamite Theater is so dumb. Like,
What's Dynamite Theater?
Where he blew up, he demonstrated the
Testament.
dynamite. So stupid. So stupid.
I believe it.
Yeah, so we can talk about that stuff pretty well. I guess I know a fair amount about the New Deal because I got obsessed with it for a little while.
That's FDR, isn't it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's where we got our national parks, baby. I love the New Deal.
Yeah, it's where it got established. A lot of the national park system really got established by the New Deal, and just a lot of investment in infrastructure and government, and anything funded by the government, a lot of that came from the New Deal. And there's a reason that people still come to Smoky Mountains today. It's because it's gorgeous and well maintained and doesn't look like absolute trash like some of the places near it. Anyway, so we would never pretend to know everything about our history.
No.
We definitely don't know everything about our history. But
our scope is limited to pretty much our lived experience, which is limited. Mm-hmm. So we act like we know what we're talking about. We don't. We're just out here vibing, surviving, just like everybody else.
No, I really only get "Let's go America," just like last time when I said I only get that way when I hear a British person criticizing America. I'm like, shut up! You guys are just like us.
The last majorly "Let's go America" mega super patriotism that I felt was 9/11. So
24 years ago.
Yeah. And I keep hearing that the Beyonce concert is super patriotic. The Cowboy Carter, I've heard multiple people say that it's hella patriotic. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't had that. I felt like that when, and again, not trying to, whatever. I felt pretty patriotic in 2008 when Obama got elected. That was a pretty cool moment.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, woo.
Good for us.
There were still a lot of people that were pissed about that.
Hope you all enjoyed the new seeing the end of the episode.
Please be nice to me with the screenshots. Please be nice to me. Okay. It's gonna be
interesting. I think now might be a fun time to do something we've never done before and do a little competition. And it's truly just for bragging rights. But just a little lost together competition. Take some screenshots from our episode and then put them in the comment section. Please like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. But if you're commenting on Facebook, which is where we typically do most of our engagement at, just want to give it a plug one more time. Greg's really awesome Facebook group, Lost, Disproving the Unanswered Questions Myth. So we have a thread on there which he graciously allows us to host. And so in the comment section there, find the best screenshot of Morgan or me, but we both know it's going to be Morgan. And I will find some way to recognize the person who gives us the best screenshot. You guys are elite at finding really good screenshots. I'm super interested in finding funny and different screenshots.
We'll make you a trophy on Canva and email it to you.
I actually could do that. So I really could have a Canva subscription. So all right. So anything else?
No. We hope that we don't get canceled for having political opinions online. So
yeah, I mean, we didn't say anybody's name, so we could be talking about anybody, right?
no.
Anyway, thank you all. We will see you in another life.